you probably noticed Bobby was pretty close to the family before he started getting his independence at 16. His cousin Joe, my husband, recalled a time when Joe went to Uncle Pat and Aunt Dee's to stay with them one evening. And this was when they lived up in Upper Darby. Cousin Bobby decided to take Joe for a walk and take his beloved dog, Laddie, with him. Joe was strutting down the street because he was with his cousin Bobby, and they decided that they were going to walk on the railroad tracks, something that he was not allowed to do. So Cousin Bobby's the first one to take Joe into temptation. Speaking of Laddie, Uncle Pat mentioned that whenever they would let Laddie out, if Bobby wasn't home, Laddie would go looking in all of Bobby's hangouts. You know, at the little corner store and at this person's house and that person's house, looking for him because Laddie truly loved Bobby. And if Laddie couldn't find him, then he would go sit on his best friend's doorstep and wait, expecting Bobby to come there eventually. Well, that didn't always happen, but his best friend, when he'd come home, he'd see Laddie sitting there and he'd take him home to Uncle Pat and Aunt Dee. All of us have remembered how very generous Bobby was. How many times did he play for you, either in the band or as a DJ at your weddings or at your parties, as a gift? He did that for Joe and I when we got married. And when he told me about it, I was really overwhelmed because it was such a generous gift. And eventually I realized that he wasn't doing this for recognition or anything like that. He was doing this because he really wanted to give it to us. And I said, okay, thank you. But I have one request. Do not play the chicken dance. I hate that song. I'm sorry, I hate it. I really, So, we're at our reception and everything's going along pretty well and everything, and then all of a sudden I hear da 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 da. I rolled my eyes, and next thing I know, my cousins are dragging me out on the floor in a wedding dress. Afterwards, I said to Bobby, I said, Bobby, I thought I told you, lose the record. He said, but Myla, they kept bugging me. But Bobby, you could have just said you didn't have it. And he said, but I'm a DJ and they know I've got it. But Bobby, he said, Myla, it was your family. It wasn't the Italian side, it was the good old hillbillies from Ohio. Bobby meant a lot to each and every one of us. He was generous, he was kind, he was deep. He gave good counsel. He obviously touched each and every person that's sitting here today in some way, manner, or form. I like the way it says in the program that we have an open mic, so that you can come up and share your memories of Bobby, Bob, Robert, with everyone here. When you come up, I would appreciate it because we don't know all of you. I certainly don't, but if you wouldn't mind, could you please introduce yourselves as to what your relationship was with my dear cousin Bobby.